Hey, what's up everybody, this is Sam from Bet. In this video I'll be covering Bellator 256, some of the fights that I was able to watch, some of them that I'm gonna be betting. If you're watching this video from Patreon, thank you very much for your support. If you're watching from YouTube, I do MMA predictions. I'm a handicapper, I have experience of betting MMA, the UFC for more than 9 years, Bellator included. So guys, in this video I'll be doing the prediction like I said. If you're really need to support the channel in the end, stick to the video until the end, I'll be showing you how. Alright, so let's get into it. The first fight that I'm going to be covering here is Nainoa Dung versus Isaiah William. Right off the bat, it's another not easy fight to call, obviously, because there's not much experience of either of this guy. Dung has 5 fights, William has 5 as well, at least on the professional level. 3 wins, 2 losses. Here, 2 losses. 2 wins, 3 losses. It's difficult for me even to rate these guys. What I see from footage, Dung is a tall, not that long guy, but still quite tall for the division, 6'1" for a lightweight. This guy is shorter, 5'8". Dung has a kickboxing background. I'm giving him decent rating on the striking, and because he does a quite good job there. In the clinch and on the grappling, it's not bad. I'm rating him quite average here, just because I don't think there's much. He's quite decently well-rounded, and actually I want to do here is to tail him with William. So basically these guys are quite similar in skill set, especially on the grappling part. I think William doesn't have much striking, at least from the footage that I've seen. He kind of stands with the other guy in the mirror, doesn't throw much, doesn't have much range, so Dung is also much younger. I think Dung in the end gonna be able to try to keep it on the feet. William, to win here, he should try to take it to the ground, which he'll probably try to do, which will probably make things interesting, because Dung is not the best from his back. So it's not easy to call. The lines show that Dung is actually a -150 favorite. I had quite similar to this. I forgot to change here. This is William, right? So it's quite similar to what I would calculate in terms of odds, because Dung fought guys before. He used it to struggle from his back. He's not that active. He's super young, like he's 21, but doesn't have that much cardio. He doesn't fight like a very young guy hungry. He fights more like a paced veteran. It's quite weird in this regard, but still I'm gonna be taking Dung by decision. I think he's gonna be able to use the range. He has a good guillotine. Probably he's a better grappler here too, at least of the BJJ part. But still, it's quite tough to call. I'm gonna be putting a tiny bet on Dung, just for fun, to be honest, just because I went through this video. Don't take this with confidence or anything, because it's a low-level fight, right? On to the next fight, Carmouche versus Vanessa Porto. This is an interesting fight, guys. Carmouche coming out of the UFC, Vanessa Porto is a veteran in the Bellator. How do they match up? I think Vanessa has a little bit better striking. At least she controls the range a little bit better. She uses lots of leg kicks. She likes the overhand, the 1-2s at her range. Carmouche, sorry about the noise, guys. Carmouche has quite decent striking. I'm rating her quite poorly here because she comes in straight lines, even though she has a little bit power. Actually, if I would put it a little bit better, I think Carmouche deserves 3 stars because she has quite heavy hands. She's a very fit, powerful girl for the division, very muscular, strong. So when she starts landing, she can do damage. I'm gonna give her 3 stars, even though it's quite poor in the regard that she comes, in straight lines, throws some shots, doesn't have much rhythm on her. But still, for a woman in the flyweight division in Bellator, she deserves 3 stars. Defensively, she's not the best. She backs up straight, doesn't quite throw enough when the opponent comes inside. So I'm gonna give her 2 here, even though she's not that easy to hit. And Carmouche has a very strong takedowns because she's so physically strong. From the top, she grapples quite well. From the defensively, she's not that easy to take down. She's not easy to hold down because she's very strong. Even though her grappling is quite decent, it's not like elite or anything. Actually, Vanessa Porto is the better striker. She's the better technical grappler. What I don't like much about Porto is her cardio, to be honest. Actually, she has picked up quite decently recently, but from her back, I think she's gonna be struggle against a bigger Carmouche. So what I expect here, Carmouche probably gonna try to get inside with her boxing combinations. The way she does, she moves the head, get inside just to shoot. Should be able to take Porto down at her will because she's so strong. And I don't know. I see Porto trying to scramble, especially in the beginning, but I think as the fight progresses, so probably Carmouche gonna be able to overtake this by decision. But it's a close fight, guys. Don't think that Vanessa Porto is not a live dog here. She is. She's gonna try to land her overhand, her kicks. She's gonna even try to shoot on Carmouche, take the top position herself. So it could be close. It's quite tough for me to call. This is plus. It's to me, it's nearly a pick 'em fight. I'm gonna be favoring slightly Carmouche just because of the fitness and the strengths, but could go to Porto. I'm not gonna be betting this because I think gonna be a weird, probably split decision to Carmouche, so I don't want to risk in this regard. If I could bet Vanessa Porto by decision, I would definitely do it, or even Carmouche by decision in this matter. But I'm not sure they're gonna open up props for Bellator. If you want to bet, I would say bet Porto. I'm not gonna do it, but if I would be forced to do it, I would definitely go Porto because she's one plus 150 dog. There's some value there, but I'm not gonna be taking this one just because I think also the judge is probably gonna lean towards Carmouche because she's probably more famous because they UFC and etc. So to me, I don't know. I don't want to risk on this one. So on to the next fight, Adam Borics versus Jeremy Kennedy. This is gonna be an interesting one in my opinion. It's easy to predict what this guy's gonna do, but not that easy the outcome. Borics is the striker in this matchup at least. Good straight shots, good kicks to the body, to the legs, to the head. Not much power. He doesn't deserve much rating here. He has a dangerous flying knee. I'll give him that. He has very good timing on that. I'm not gonna give a 4-star just because of this. But still, he doesn't grapple much. He doesn't clinch much. Defensively, he's quite good with the takedown defense. I'm giving him 3 stars here. Not that easy to hold down. He's basically a striker. He's a tough guy. Kennedy, he's more predictable in the regard that he doesn't have much striking. He just uses it to get inside, but he keeps shooting. He's unstoppable, guys. It's like he gets to the legs and keeps shooting, keeps clinching. I think Borics not gonna be able to handle the pressure. I think he's gonna start defending the takedowns at some point. He's gonna give. He doesn't have much BJJ. He's not the most physical guy to match up with Kennedy. They are quite similar in strengths. I think Kennedy's a little bit stronger if I'm gonna compare. So that's why I'm going Kennedy. I think he's gonna keep shooting, gonna make a boring fight, gonna hold Borics down, do some damage. Edging him on a decision. So I think Kennedy is my biggest bet here, even though it's not big. Borics can show up, can defend those takedowns, can outstrike Kennedy. But still, and Borics obviously can win this. But I think there's some value on Kennedy. I'm betting him because I think it's more chances that he holds Borics down and edges him on a decision. Okay, so it's my bet is on Kennedy, not big one, but I think there's value there. On to the next fight, Ryan Bader versus Lyoto Machida. This is a different style. Instead of the stars, I put these bars here. Try to be more fair to the fighters because sometimes it's between 3 and 4 stars. So let me know, guys, if this is better or do you guys rather the stars. Another fight that's easy to predict what's gonna happen. Bader just gonna get inside, shoot, try to hold Machida down, land ground and pound, can take just riding him, make it either a decision bet or they're gonna finish Machida by TKO. Machida, he used to be the light heavyweight champion in the UFC. He's neither in his prime any longer. So it's difficult to tell if this guy gonna actually show up. Everybody's counting him out. I'm also. I think at this point it's gonna be difficult that he keeps stuffing those takedowns, keeps landing knees on the break, being active, being mobile on the feet, keep landing shots, do more damage. He has a chance on the knee, as he always has. He's very dangerous with those knees. He's a good kicker. He has interesting finishes. But guys, I think the safest pick here is Bader. I'm not gonna be betting this fight. Sorry, I copied this from a previous slide. So the safest pick here is Bader. I'm gonna go like round 3 TKO. I think he's gonna wear Machida a couple of rounds and then Machida gonna guess he's gonna get finished, I think. It's tough to bet, I don't like a bet on Bader because I don't know, Machida can land the knee. I just don't want to bet Bader here. Don't have a good feeling about betting Bader, like minus 350 dog. Even though the odds are pretty fair to that, I agree, but I don't know, I wouldn't be betting here. If you have Machida by TKO, maybe interesting round 1, round 2, that's when he has more energy. I think from round 3, gonna be quite difficult. Another possibility here is that Machida keeps skirting the face, doing more damage, and avoids getting taken down, edges him on a boring decision. Could happen too. That's why I think I don't want to bet this too much. But still, I think Bader is the safest pick. I'm gonna go TKO, but could be decision too. No, obviously nobody's submitting anyone here. Maybe Bader by an arm triangle choke if Machida gets hurt on the feet or something, but I don't think likely. So this is my prediction here, guys. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you're still with me, I'm gonna be now showing how to support the channel and what did I do on what do I have on Patreon. So just to real quick show the different tiers. So you guys have the early releases for 10 bucks. If you're waiting to see why you would want to take an early release, I'm putting in the description a video where I'm explaining each one of these tiers and why you should take it. Basically, you can very much maximize your profit, do parlays on future fights. This really adds up, and you guys gonna be able to make much more money here. If you want to plus the prop bets that I take every event, it's for 15, so the previous pack plus this one, and for 50 bucks it's all my bets. So if you're willing to copy, just basically copy everything that I'm doing. So just gonna be real quick showing what would I have for bets. I hid one column here that I'm showing the amount that I'm betting, and the reason is the amount makes difference, guys. If you're willing to make the right strategy, you need to know how much you're gonna be betting on each guy, you know. So the bets that I spoke about, I'm going to be betting Jeremy Kennedy, like I said. I'm putting him on some parlays with the Bellator. I'm parlaying him in the future with Phil Davis, with Johnny Munoz Jr., with Danabat Guerrero. So some bets that I'm taking here. If you're my $50 Patreon, will see this and how much I'm betting. And just to show how did I do on one on TNT. This was exclusive to this $50 tier because I didn't have time to make the video. So I cashed on Raymond Magomedaliev. Umar Kane got cancelled against the other guy, I forgot the name, but still it was a parlay here, so it was one more, little bit more on Magomedaliev. I also got lucky and cashed on Lapicus, so ended up cashing quite nicely this card, you know, and the biggest bet was on Raymond Magomedaliev and small bets on the other guys because I was not confident. So this is what I should tell you guys about the proportions and about the units. All right, obviously, guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. If you're not following me, I give the picks and the bets there. Actually, I should have showed you guys before because I already had posted on Instagram before starting this, so you guys would see me betting Jeremy Kennedy before. All right, so guys, this will do for this video. Hope you guys liked. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. This is Sam from Zolother Bet, bringing the best, most consistent and transparent betting strategy for you.